Okay. Hi. Okay, I'm so sorry for the delay. I was having technical difficulties, so I'm back, but I'm gonna give everyone some time to log on. Yes, it's working. Okay, sorry, I had technical difficulties. I had to re-download a version of Google Chrome because it wouldn't let me go live. So that's what I've been trying to figure out, but I'm back and we are ready to go. I'm so sorry for that, but we figured it out and it's all good. So yeah, I'm also coming to you from a different location today, finally in a studio. So this is exciting. But yeah, I'm gonna give everyone another minute or so to log on and then we'll get started. Yeah, again, if you're just logging on, I had some technical difficulties. I had to re-download a whole version of my web browser in order to go live. It was like, sometimes technology is not my friend, but you figure it out. So anyway, if you guys are ready, give a little thumbs up or something. Oh my goodness. It's been a morning, everyone. Okay, but we're still gonna have a great Pilates class. So let's get started. You're not gonna need anything in terms of props or anything. You just need your mat. So no pillow, no water bottles, no weights or anything like that. Just you and your mat. And yeah, okay. And some water. Take some water. Yes, Ruby. Yes, let's go. Okay. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and get started because it's already been such a delay. So we're going to start on the front edge of our mat. Let me see if I have enough. Everything's reversed, so it's still kind of confusing. Okay, so sitting on the front edge of your mat, sitting up nice and tall, feet are flat on the mat. Let's just take a second and take a nice inhale and exhale, let it out. And inhale and exhale this time, let it out and round that back, looking down at your belly button. Inhale, stack that spine up nice and tall. And exhale, round that back. And inhale, sitting up nice and tall. And exhale, round it back. Looking down at your belly button. Stacking that spine on the way up. Inhale. And exhale, round it back. And inhale, sitting up tall. And exhale, round it back a little bit further, so far that your arms come up off of your legs. And inhale, nice and tall, arms go above your head, circle them around. And exhale, straighten those legs all the way. Inhale, sitting up tall. And exhale, circle. And inhale, up. And exhale, a little bit lower. Hold on to those low abs. Inhale, sitting tall. And this time, exhale, going all the way down. Hold it to a hover. And then lower everything down onto your mat. From here, bring your legs in towards your body. We're going to do some bridging. So arms go down by your sides. Feet are about hip width apart and parallel. We don't want the winging out. Yeah, nice and parallel. Starting from your low back, imprint that spine into the mat and roll everything up, up, up into a high bridge. Pressing into those arms. From the top of the spine, roll everything down, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale at the bottom and exhale, round it up. Pressing high into the sky. Try to relax your neck and shoulders and try not to get too tense up there. Inhale at the bottom And exhale, round it up. And roll it down one vertebrae at a time. Good. When you get to the bottom, find a neutral spine, meaning your low back should have a little bit of space between you and your mat. Bring your right leg into tabletop and left leg to meet it. From here, keep the shape of that leg. We're going to tap the toe down and bring everything back up using those low abs. Tap it down and bring it up. Tap everything down and up. Everything meaning your whole toes, I guess, not everything. And come back up. Good. And tap it down. And this time, let's try to switch the legs. So as they meet at the top, you're switching instead of bringing one in and then putting the other one down. Yeah, keep your abs nice and tight, belly button in and wide. Good. Keep alternating from here. Bring both legs to a tabletop position once again. We're going to tap both toes down and bring both back up using those low abs. Again, tap it down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale on the way up. Inhale and exhale. It's really hard to talk and inhale at the same time. Inhale, drop it down, and exhale, bring it up. Inhale, exhale, bring it back up. Good. Place those feet back down onto the mat. We're going to go back to some bridging, so rolling everything back up, high to the sky. From here, we're going to extend the right leg to the ceiling, tap that body down, and push it back up to the ceiling. Tap it down, and up, and down. Try to keep space between your chin and your chest. Don't get too tight by your shoulders. Last one, down, and up. Place your foot down, stay into a high bridge. Don't come down all the way up, and tap it down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up. Last one, and down, and up. Place your foot down on the mat, stay in the high bridge. Now from the top of the spine, control it. Rolling one vertebrae at a time, nice and controlled. Really imprint that spine into the mat. From here, let's bring both legs into a tabletop position once again. We're going to rock to the right. Left hip comes up off of the mat and bring it back. Other side. Rocking over. Use those low abs to bring it back. And to the right. And bring it back. And left. Don't go too far that you can't bring it back in using your abdominals. I like to inhale as I go to the side and exhale to bring it back. When you get back to neutral, extend those legs both to the ceiling. You're going to keep your hips glued to the floor this time. So you're going to swing your legs to the right, and your left leg should appear shorter than your right. And go to the left. Keeping both hips grounded into the mat. You can use those arms to press yourself into the mat even more. Good. And switching. Each side, nice and controlled. Good. Even yourself out. And bring yourself back to a neutral and bring your feet back down onto the mat. We're going to do one last bridging series. So again, imprint that spine into the mat, roll everything up into a high bridge. From here, we're going to extend that leg out, and keeping in a high bridge, we're going to hover down, flex that foot, and then point it as it comes up. So flex it down and point it up. Again, no tension in your neck here. Down and up, down and up. Last one, really press into that left foot and up. Put that foot down, press into that foot as you switch. Other leg goes up. Flex it down to a hover, lift it up. Pressing into that standing heel to get those Hips nice and high. 2 more. And down and up. Place your foot back down. Stay in a high bridge. Now from the top of the spine, roll it down. Really control it. Good. From here, extend those legs, or you can keep them straight, or you keep them bent rather, for a more of a modification. Extend those arms behind you. Get really long in the body. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to roll up. Try to avoid any sort of jerks that are going to happen on the way up. Sitting up nice and tall. Okay, from here, we're going to do a spine stretch forward. So flex both feet in front of you about hip width apart. And we're going to reach our arms out in front of us. Again, sitting really, really high up on those sits bones. Imagine you have, again, that beach ball. If you've been taking my classes, you've probably heard this before. There's a big beach ball sitting on your lap, and you want to reach up to go over it, keeping those sit bones grounded into the mat. So, sitting up nice and tall, reaching up and over. Head goes in between your arms, reaching through those fingertips. And starting from the bottom of the spine, stack it up like you're sitting up against a wall. And up and over. And coming back up, stacking that spine. Up and over. And stacking that spine back up. And up and over. And back up. Right arm goes to the ceiling now. Probably face front. For this, feet are about still hip width apart. Feet are flexed. Reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. We're going to go over to the left side, really grounding that right hip into the mat. And coming back up and over. Good. And up and over, lifting up before going over. And up and over. Good. And coming back up. Okay, from here, we're going to come, well, if you're already sitting up in front of your mat, this should be fine. We're going to roll back down. So knees are bent. We're going to roll all the way down on the mat. Extend those arms behind you. Inhale at the bottom. We're going to come back up, rolling up and stretching over. So keep that rounded back all the way down. Inhale at the bottom and exhale, roll it up all the way forward. Keep that belly button to spine connection. Round it all the way down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll it up. Whew, it's getting harder. And stretch forward. And roll everything back, down, onto the mat. From here, bring your right leg in towards your chest. And bring it to a tabletop. Don't actually pull it into your chest. It's a little bit harder if you try to leave this at tabletop. Left leg comes to a hover. Head and shoulders are going to go off the mat. Arms go behind your head. We're going to switch for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now rotating towards one side, going for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax everything down. Right leg goes up towards the ceiling. Left leg comes out to a hover. Coming up, grab behind that calf or behind that thigh, whatever feels good. You're going to pull in towards your body and switch for a 1 and 2. Creating own resistance, pulling on that leg. And 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, both arms go to one side for a 1. Switch 2, 3. Really get into those obliques. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everything comes down. One last thing. Right leg comes to tabletop. Left leg comes to meet it. Head and shoulders come up off of the ground once again. Hands on top of your knees. We're gonna inhale, everything extends out, and exhale, everything circles around, you come up a little bit higher. So inhale, extend, exhale, circle. Everything goes out, exhale, everything comes in. Inhale, everything goes out, exhale, everything comes in. Inhale out, exhale in, last one. Inhale out, exhale in. Whew. And relax down. Well, that was a lot. Okay, let's flip onto our stomach for the next thing. So forehead is going to be on the mat. And hands are going to be underneath your shoulders. Try to squeeze those legs together as much as you can. We're going to inhale at the bottom here. And exhale, just come up, just looking over the edge of your mat, shoulders pressing down and back, and rolling all the way down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, slide those shoulder blades down your back, creating space between your ears and your shoulders. And down. And coming back up. Really lift that belly button away from gravity, even though you're on your stomach here. And down. Inhale. Exhale. Roll those shoulders back. And lower everything down. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Baby swan. Pressing into those hands. Full swan. Belly button lifting away from gravity. Looking out and away. Good. And lower everything back down. Your legs can separate here. You don't have to keep them glued together. Inhale and exhale. Baby swan. Shoulders down. Press into those hands. Coming all the way up. Good. And lower everything back down. Let's reach our hands out in front of us. Let's find opposition here. So lift your right arm and left leg, keeping your forehead down on the mat. Place it back down. Left arm, right leg. Lift it up and down. Again, right arm, left leg. Find that opposition. And down. Opposite, left arm, right leg. And down. Now lift that right arm, left leg. Now lift the opposite. Come all the way up. So you're off of the mat. Find the opposition. Tap it down. Nice and slow. Now we're going to speed it up like we're swimming through the ocean. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower everything down. Go ahead and sit back into a child's pose. You can open up your knees a little bit wider, feet together. Sit back on those feet, reaching those fingertips towards the front of the mat. Just breathe. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let it go. And reaching to the right side. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And left side. Take a big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Good. Coming out of that, we're going to come onto our side leg series. Oops. Getting a message. Okay, so side leg series. Go ahead and take a sip of water before we get into this. Okay, so you can pick whatever side you want to start with. I'm going to start with my right leg on top, so laying down on my left side. And your feet are going to be towards the front corner of your mat. Hips towards the back edge. Everything is stacked here. Your hips, your knees, and your ankles, everything is in one line. And try not to sit back here. Really focus on holding that core and staying in one line. So from here, we're going to lift that the top leg up to hip height and place it back down. And up and down. And reaching through the heel, energy through the heel and down. And up and down. And up and down. And up and down. Last one, up and down. Good. Now bring it back up, point that toe, bring it slightly in front of you. We're going to circle for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Swing it back behind you. Reverse the circle for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place it back down. We're going to bring our feet in slightly. So our feet are now in line with our hips. Lift those feet off of the mat, those lower legs off the mat. Keep those heels glued together. We're going to open up into a clam for 1 and down and 2 and down and 3 and down and 4. Hold that core and 5 down and 6 and down and 7 down and 8 and down. Good. Relax everything down. Bring your hands out in front of you so that your palms are together and your head is going to go down. So everything is still stacked here, keeping those knees bent. We're going to reach our top hand past our bottom hand, reaching, 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 and then bring it back, slide it over your arm, all the way across your chest, and then open up to the other side and just stretch. Just breathe. Flip that palm over and bring it back across your chest and back to meet the other hand. Again, reaching past that bottom hand, reach, 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 and then come back, cross your arm, cross your chest, opening up to the side, and just breathe. Take an inhale, exhale, let it out. Inhale, exhale, let it out. Flip those palms, flip that palm over and bring it back to meet your hands. Flip onto your back now for a little bit more of a stretch. Whatever leg you use, cross that foot over your other leg. Flex your feet and grab underneath your thigh and pull it in towards your chest. You can rock back and forth here. You can use your elbow to really open up that knee that's out to the side. Just breathe here. Good. You can extend that top leg to really pull it in even more if that feels good. Good. And relax down. Let's extend those legs out. Reach those arms back behind you. Inhale. Exhale, roll everything up to a seated position. And other side. So, feet are going to be towards the back edge of your mat. Front corner. Hips towards the back edge. Stack everything in one line. And lifting that top leg up to hip height, reaching the energy through the heel, and lower everything down. And up, and down, and lift. Hold that core. Down, and lift, and 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 down. Last time, and lift, and down. Point that top foot, lift it back up, bring it slightly in front of you, and we're going to circle for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Swing it back behind you and reverse the circle for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place it back down. Bring the knees in towards your chest, slightly. Glue those heels together, lift up those legs off of the ground. We're gonna open up for a 1 and down. Really hold that core still. Really trying to keep those shoulders down too. Try not to just slouch while you're on your side. Really engage everything you can. Lengthen and get long, even though you're on your side. Good, and 2 more of these. I lost count, so we're just gonna do 2 more. And place everything back down. Good, again, let's bring our hands out in front of us, place that head down, and palms are together. Slide that top palm past that bottom one, and then bring it back, cross everything over to the other side, and just breathe. And flip that palm over, cross your chest again, all the way over and past that bottom hand. Reach, 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 and slide it back, opening up that chest, looking at that hand. Inhale and exhale. And flip the palm over and bring it back to meet. Again, flip onto your back. Cross whatever leg you worked over, flexing both feet. And just swing your legs back and forth like you're flossing your teeth. Just breathing into the tight spots. Good, you can extend that top leg up for a little bit more of a stretch, pull it in. Good, and relax. Again, lengthen the legs down. We're gonna take an inhale and exhale, roll everything up, nice and controlled. Good, let's come on to our hands and knees. So if you need to, which I think I do, double up your mat so that you have a little bit more cushion if you're on a hard surface, which I am. So come onto your hands and knees, and your hands are going to be right underneath your shoulders, and your knees are going to be right underneath your hips, still pulling away from gravity with your belly button. Try not to just let everything kind of hang. Yeah, so really lifting. Okay, from here, you're going to inhale, drop everything down, shoulders roll back, looking up to the ceiling. Exhale, belly button pulls into the spine, pressing into those hands, looking through your legs. Inhale, drop everything down, really arch that back. Shoulders go down your back. And exhale, belly button to spine, pressing into those hands. Inhale, drop everything down. And exhale, push everything away. Good, come back to a neutral spine. Bring your right hip towards your right ear and look back at your right hip, kind of like you're wagging your tail if you were a dog. And switching to the other side, looking at your hip. And again, you can even get your feet into it and bring your feet towards whatever direction you're looking. Really stretching out that side body. Good. Even yourself out. And from here, we're going to reach our right arm out. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen out. And place it back down. And left arm reaching out, out, out. And down. Now this time reaching your right leg back. And place it down. And left leg back. And place it down. Right arm reach. Now left leg, just like we did earlier with the opposition here. From here, we're going to tap it down and up. Bring it in, elbow to knee. Round that back, making room for that arm and leg, and out and down. So same thing, reaching out, 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 tap it down, bring it up, stay up, round that back, reach it out, place it down. Again, reaching out, tap it down, up, round it in, lengthen out, and down. And again, reaching out, tap it down, and up, and in, and out, place it back down. Last time, like you're balancing a glass of water on your low back and you don't want to spill it. And in, and out, and down. Switching your weight, reaching, tap it down, and up, round it in, and out, and place it back down. Go ahead and sit back into a child's pose. That feels good. Stretch out that low back. Breathe. Good. Coming out of that child's pose when you're ready. Take another sip of water if you want to. We're going to do some stretching before we move into some push-up things. Okay, so bring your right leg forward, again, keeping your mat doubled if that feels good. Drop your hands down by your side. Start by just tucking your pelvis in towards your head and pushing your hips forward towards the wall in front of you. Drop your head down, still lifting that belly button. Feel the stretch in the front of that hip flexor. Inch that foot forward, coming into a deep stretch here. Tuck those toes under. And let's lift up that knee and lower it down. Again, lifting up, lengthen through that heel, and lower everything down. And lift and lengthen, and down, and lift and lengthen, and down. Last time, lift and lengthen, and down. Go ahead and stretch that right arm up towards the ceiling. You can untuck those toes, and place everything back down. Sit back for a nice hamstring stretch. Square off those hips. Hands come to opposite sides of your leg. Belly button still pulling in and away. Good. And switching. So bring your knees back and thread that other foot through. Coming up onto your knee. Good. From here, tuck that pelvis in, or those hips towards your head. You can start with the tuck toes too. I feel like that helps me balance sometimes. So tuck it down, or tuck it towards your head, drop your head down. Just breathe. Feel it in the front of that hip flexor. Inch that foot forward and come down all the way into a lunge. Keeping those toes tucked. If you haven't already, lift up that knee and drop it down. Inhale as you lift it up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. And down. Last one. Inhale, lift. And down. Go ahead and twist to the left this time. Looking up towards the ceiling. You can untuck those toes. Put your hand back down. Sit back. Hip or a hamstring stretch. Stretch it out. Really bring that left hip towards the back wall so it's nice and square. Your hip isn't coming forward or anything. So you're getting the maximum stretch. Really flex that front foot. Good. Coming back. You can hold your mat if you need to. Coming onto all fours. Tuck those toes under. Using your low abs, we're going to lift our hips up to the ceiling, and then really press those heels down. Good, walk it out. Good, from here, we are going to drop the hips down. So your arms, you should be coming past your wrists. Extend, lifting up towards the ceiling, and then using your low abs, lifting them back up to the sky, and then place your heels down. So let me do that one more time. Starting with the hips, initiating the movement, we're gonna drop the hips down, coming past those wrists with the shoulders, lifting up, extending towards the ceiling, tuck the chin in, and lift the hips towards the ceiling, and put those heels down. Whew, that's hard to talk and do at the same time. So again, hips start the movement, coming past those wrists, looking up towards the ceiling, tuck that chin into the chest, send those hips up using those low abs, and press the heels down. Last time, drop the hips down, shoulders go past the wrists, extend up, and tuck the chin into your chest, send the hips to the sky, and lower the heels down. Good, from here, let's walk our hands back towards our feet, grabbing opposite elbows, just hanging here. Have a slight micro bend in your knees. You're not locking out your knees. Release those opposite elbows. We're gonna roll up, like we're rolling up against a wall. All the way up to the top. Good. Whew. Okay, from here, we're gonna do a standing series. So, Jara says, love this series. Yes, awesome. Okay, from here, we're gonna do, oh, you still can't see me really. Okay, from here, we're gonna do standing push-ups. So find a wall or anything that's like nearby. I'm gonna do it on this bar. Yeah, so stand, or I guess I can do it on the wall here. So standing away from, let me see if I can maybe angle this a little bit better. Yeah, okay, so from here, we are going to do some tricep push-ups. So standing far away from the wall, we're gonna press down, tricep push-ups down against the wall and push it back up. So 10 of these, down and up. Keeping in one line, your body's in one solid plank, and up and down and up, down and up. I think I lost count. Let's just do 5 more. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And from here, now we're gonna do elbows wide. So 10 push-ups, elbows wide. 10, 9, holding that core, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, you got it. 2, don't give up now. 1. Whew, okay. All right, last thing. Let me keep moving this all over the place. So this last thing I'm gonna do is a wall roll down. So find a wall that you've been using your push-ups for and stand up against it so that your feet are a little bit away from the wall. You don't want your heels all the way up against the wall. So bring them a little bit out, standing nice and tall, spine is up against the wall. Starting chin to chest, rolling everything down, all the way down. You should feel the weight in the balls of your feet, like you're almost gonna fall forward. Good, from the bottom, roll everything up. Really fight, keeping the weight in the front of that foot, and roll everything back up, stack the spine up against the wall. Again, tuck your chin into your chest, rolling everything down, Really feel like your weight is in the balls of your feet. You're like gonna fall forward, but you won't. And stack everything back up. Really feel those hamstrings engage. And stacking that spine all the way up. And again, tuck the chin into your chest, rolling all the way down. Good, weight in the front of those feet. And rolling everything back up. Good, stacking everything back up against the wall until you're nice and tall. Take an inhale and exhale, push away from the wall and walk away. And you're done. So that is it. Take some water and yeah, give yourself a little pat on the back because you did a good job. Okay, so let me know if you like this class. If you feel good, hopefully you feel good, better than when you started. So that's always the goal. I'm gonna be teaching this class again on Wednesday, same time. I'll be here at 10:30 now that my computer's all updated. Should work. And Sam is doing her HIIT workouts same time on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So tune into that. There's a ton of other classes going on. So definitely be on the lookout to see what is happening. Love that roll down. Yes, awesome. I know, I love that one too. I feel like that's like, that roll down against a wall, I feel like is super good to find like where your weight actually is and to really stack that spine when you have something to stack it up against. So I'm really glad you like that. It's one of my favorites. Thank you. Thanks, Kiara. Thanks, Ruby. Thanks, Cece. Okay, so again, I'll be here back on Wednesday, 10:30 sharp. And yeah, I'll see you then. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.